Is it possible that you or someone you love is addicted to prescription drugs? Most of us take prescription drugs, according to the website Deadly Addiction to Prescription Drugs, only for the reasons that doctors and Adidas is too. But for some other people, that's not the case. An estimated 48 million people, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, have used prescription drugs for non-medical reasons. In this speech, I'm going to talk about three things: how addiction is itself, how it's increased in the U.S., and the most common abused prescription pill, which is an opiate. According to the website Pillhead on prescription drug addiction, Talk of the Nation, the newspaper source, addiction causes compulsive drug seeking and use despite harmful consequences to the addicted person as well as people around the person. A lot of people think that addiction only affects the person that's addicted, but that's not the case. It can tear apart a home, it can tear apart a family, and it can break down relationships. What is sad about the most prescription drugs is that most people take them and their decision is voluntarily. After a person takes so many, they develop a tolerance to them, and it causes changes in their brain and starts to affect a person's self-control and ability to make their own decisions. Most people believe it's safer to abuse prescription drugs than it is to do legal drugs on the street. According to Michelle Meadows' prescription drug and abuse website, the Health Source Consumer Edition. In most recent years, there has been a dramatic increase in prescription drug abuse. This major of an increase has led to increases in ER visits and tons of overdoses, as well as most people checking into drug treatment programs to get help for their addictions. In 2006, 2.6 million people abused prescription drugs. And then 4 years later, in 2010, it jumped from 7 million people were taking prescription drugs for non-medical reasons. That's a huge increase in a huge increase in 4 years. They say after that people develop a tolerance to the prescription drugs, they're not getting high anymore, according to the Pillhead on prescription drug addiction website. They take them to feel normal and to cope with their everyday life. They absolutely depend on them, and they can't live without them is how they feel. The addiction takes over all their choices, and the drug is their only main concern. The most common used drug that you hear about prescription is opiates. They're abused and they're a medication that relieves pain and are made to be swallowed. The importance of this drug is that they're maintained to be swallowed. Unfortunately, this is where people abuse them. They sniff them, they snort them, they shoot them up. To reduce the intensity of pain signals reaches a brain effect faster, and it gets them more high. Since the early 1990s, doctors have been prescribing opiate medications. According to the website Addiction to Prescription Painkillers, the street drug, they used to be able to order opiates online. The intense excitement is what get the people addicted to opiates. Common opiates include the following: Vicodin, hydrocodone, Percocet, OxyContin, oxycodone, fentanyl, and codeine. Opiates have short-term and long-term effects for people who take them and abuse them. Some short-term effects are the rush, is the feeling that people get after taking them. That gets them the high. Then they cause drowsiness and slowing of the cardiac functioning and then slow breathing. Some long-term effects are, of course, the infectious diseases, collapsed veins, and infection of lining and heart valves. Addiction to prescription drugs can also cause some serious medical complications, including abscess or boils on soft tissues, liver or kidney disease, lung complications, clogging of your blood vessels, arthritis, and hepatitis B and C. Not only do the addiction to the prescription drugs take a toll on your body, but also trying to get off of them does. If you try to get off of them by yourself, you will go through serious withdrawals. This could cause you to go into cardiac arrest, it could also cause you to have seizures, and it could also cause death. No matter what drug you're addicted to, they're all bad for you, your body, your health, and the people around you. According to the website Prescription Drug Use and Abuse, there are tons of help out there for prescription drugs that are abused. I hope this information gave you awesome knowledge on addictions to prescription drugs, and thank you.